Fear of expressing myself. Stage fright, right? I'm not good enough. Fear of judgment.
If I didn't find cosplay, when I was about 14, 15, my parents did get divorced and I didn't really know how to handle it. I did grow up with a lot of negativity and I've had a lot of life experiences that I wish I did not have to go through. I do go through a lot of depressive episodes. I get anxiety a lot more now. I turned, I guess, alternative sort of outlook. As high school was ending, I found cosplay, and that allowed me to like channel a lot of my energy and a lot of my anxieties at the time.
My name is Tora, and joining me, I'm Jordan from Pentakill Cosplay. We are going to be your hosts for this cosplay game show.
My friends in high school, they were telling me about this anime con called Anime North. I'm like, what is this? How do I get there? And then they ended up taking me. I saw people dressed up. It was incredible, and I just felt so at home. And then the next year, I wanted to come with a costume.
When I do cosplay, if I can find like a trait or a couple traits that I identify with, whether or not I want to have those traits or I feel like I do have those traits, then that's who I'm naturally drawn to.
Being another character can really help you kind of progress to being okay with yourself.
I've sort of even like taken bits and pieces of their own personalities and grew up with that, so that's now been incorporated into my own personality. I try to use conventions and prop making as not as an outlet, not as a means to like ignore it, but as a means to like cope with it. The community that I am friends with, a lot of people also understand that. You can connect with that.
Yeah, I used to have a really big fear of expressing myself when I was younger. I was a big tomboy. I hated all things makeup and I hated wearing fancy clothes. But when I got into high school, I tended to explore more fashions and makeup, and cosplay really broke me out of my shell and made me more comfortable with experimenting with different fashions and styles. And it also helped me kind of meet new people that I never would have had the opportunity to meet before because I never would have been brave enough to come up and talk to them. Because now when I'm in a big suit of armor, I'm not scared of anybody. They're usually scared of me. So.
Like a lot of it did empower me at the time. Not to say that I'm not empowered now. Like I'll still like walk around and with like a giant sword and be like, hey. But it helps a lot of people that I know as well to feel empowered. It makes a lot of us feel like actual superheroes.
All right, so thank you all for participating. Thank you all for all of your hard work, all of your creativity. It's very difficult being a cosplayer. I would know this hair took like 5 hours.
The more I ventured out into cons, like going to different events and panels and photo shoots and whatever, you meet other people who are like, I also have a Keyblade, you know, that's really cool. And then you see the same person repeatedly at different events. It's like, oh man, you actually live in this area. And it's sort of like making friends in a non-convention setting, but you already have something in common without having to say so. Through their friends and my friends, everyone started mixing up and meeting other people. Like I said before, my circles got bigger and smaller, or they expanded or contracted. And a lot of my friend circles now are composed of people who attend conventions.
99% of my friends are from the cosplay community, relationships, you name it. I've met so many good, amazing people.
I've met a lot of really, really good friends in the last 10 years. I've gotten a lot closer with a good chunk of people in the last couple of years specifically. They also have a lot of like insecurities that they still kind of deal with. We still bond over that sort of thing, and we have like life talks at 2 a.m. sort of thing. So that's what I found was really, really good about like being in the community. Like you can find someone that you can identify with like immediately, whether it's like upbringing, orientation, interests, preferences to what have you. There's always someone that will understand you.
What would you say to inspiring cosplayers?
To inspiring cosplayers, I just fucking do it. Just go for it.